Hey, what's going on, everybody? It is Fax here, back to you guys with another video. And today we are going to be starting a mini series for Minecraft. It's for 1.17. It just came out a couple days ago, and I'm actually pre-recording this little intro because I realized my microphone settings were really scuffed, but they had some cool moments in it. So occasionally you're going to hear me come in and out of the bad microphone and the new microphone, or not the new one, but the better sounding microphone like this one, and then you're gonna hear it go back to the other one. I'm sorry, there's nothing I can do. I didn't want to re-record it. It was actually like a fun time, a fun experience, and things like that. So I wanted to just keep the same world, keep the same vibes, and I also wanted to share the parts of it. So it is going to be a little bit on the shorter end, just because there's not that much crazy stuff, anyways. But it's going to be a little bit of a mini series. I have other plans in the future that I don't want to spoil yet. But we're going to play with 1.17, where it's going to be a little mini series. I don't know if it'll be mini or if it'll be a long-term thing. I have no idea right now at this point. It's just going to be like a small little series just to get some stuff on the channel. You can see I'm changing the name to mini here. So yeah, we're going to be loading into a world, and what's actually really interesting about when we loaded into this world is that we spawned in a jungle. And I talked about this on the actual original recording. I was like, oh my god, we spawned in a jungle. What are the odds of us spawning in a jungle? Because I've always said, ever since like 1.12, I don't think I've actually spawned in a jungle, nor have I seen that many jungles. I feel like jungles used to be really common, and then they all of a sudden I couldn't see them anymore, and they were kind of completely gone. So yeah, I've never seen a jungle, so this is me like freaking out, like, oh my gosh, we're in a jungle right now, like what? So yeah, I just thought it was interesting because we're never in jungles. I feel like we're never in jungles. I never get to see jungles, and that's maybe just me. But I know other people say they've seen jungles that they seem like the same. For me, I just always thought they were always spawning in a lot less than before, like maybe 1.12. I don't know if it's exactly 1.12, but like some kind of update. I think they lessened the spawn rate of jungles, which I thought were. I don't like jungles that much, but I used to build a lot of tree houses, especially when Captain Sparkles had that one series that I don't remember what the series was called, but that one series with Jerry the slime. He built like a whole tree house, I'm pretty sure, and stuff like that. So like that really got me into playing with jungles, because you can make tree houses and blah 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 and that whole shebang. So that was something that really interests me. So I was kind of shocked to see that there was not that many jungles, or at least for me, I was just getting really unlucky and never seeing any jungles. So yeah, we basically just do all the same Minecraft things. There's nothing different when it comes to like what we're doing. What's interesting though is that a lot of new things have happened. A lot of new things have been changed. And I talked about how I thought this was a good step for Minecraft. And just in a little bit, we're going to go back to my bad microphone, because you're going to hear just a little bit of a reaction, because I wanted to still incorporate my genuine reaction for things rather than me trying to replicate it, basically.
Oh, also new textures. New textures. I think they made it easier for people who may have had difficulty seeing, or I don't know, colorblind or things like that. I think they wanted to make it a little bit more clear as to what each ore is. I think diamond's the only one that stayed the same. I'm just trying to enjoy it and have fun and like not stress too.
What?
Oh, have not. I knew there was different texture. I did not know there was a completely different. Oh, this is gonna get some getting used to.
So now this was the part where I was actually talking about how this is good for Minecraft, because usually Minecraft updates, they don't change the things that have already been in the game. They don't change any of those things. They usually add to it, but they don't usually change the original, like the ores, the things that have been in the game already for a long time, other than like tweaking things and making it better. They don't usually change the game, the aesthetic of the game. Mods usually do that. So I started talking about how this was actually pretty good for Minecraft, because I thought right now Minecraft kind of gets repetitive. You play with the same looking ores, you play with the same looking things every single time. That's why people like to play with mods, because it changes that game. So I talked about how this is a good step for Minecraft. I'm not saying they have to change the whole game, because then that's, changing the whole game. But I'm saying little small tweaks and updates just to change up the game to keep people interested. And that would be beneficial for them, I think, in my personal opinion, because a lot of people don't have high-end PCs to be playing with mods. So because they don't have high-end PCs, they're gonna just keep playing with normal Minecraft, and it's probably gonna get boring. You're gonna lose like people who are playing blah 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 blah, that whole thing. So it's gonna make it better because it's easier to run Minecraft without mods than it is to run it with mods. We also just found a place to live. We're gonna be building a treehouse because I really wanted to build a treehouse because it gave me some nostalgic, basically. So I just started building over here, and we just built a little bit of a platform just to get us all set. It all started, and just to get the moves and stuff going on here. So yeah, we're gonna be building a treehouse, and I had a plan that we're just going to build a bridge across the lake, put more platforms, things like that. Just make a huge playground jungle gym kind of vibe.
Oh my gosh, does Cole have a new texture? Or does it look the same? That looks the same, right? That's the same. It's just the ore. And I hear skeletons. What is this? Can I break this with this? What is this? Copper. Wait, copper's in the game now? Oh. Oh, guys, this might be a longer series than I thought it would be. I can see the sun. Same lightning rod? What can you make with a light? Oh shit, I accidentally made it. Oh well, whatever. We'll throw it in there for now.
So now we're just going to be doing this little speed run of us just going out and adventuring and things like that. What I talked about in this little section was how excited I really was for this update. I've never done like a let's play through survival because of an update. I've never really played it for that reason. I played survival because I want to play with friends, I want to play with that, blah 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 blah. And I was really excited for this update. Reason for is because it felt a little bit different than the other updates. It felt like we were actually making like progress almost. Like if we think about the last update, it was the Nether update, right? You don't go into the Nether that much. Like for me personally, this is how I play though. I go in the Nether like if I'm gonna get quartz so I can build in the overworld, right? I go in there when I need to get like blaze rods and wither skulls and things like that, but they're like small trips, I'm not there living in the Nether. So for me, the Nether update wasn't as useful. Yeah, we have like the whole piglins and new mobs and the biomes and things like that, but even then they're still not that good. like they're not that they're not good, but it's just like they're not as as important in my opinion. Yeah, we have biomes, it makes it look nicer, makes it look cooler, but like I'm never probably gonna use those blocks again. I'm probably gonna use it like once. They're not the prettiest blocks for me to build. I'm a builder, I like to build. So honestly, just doesn't really appeal to me. And I know for some people it's really beneficial, like with these new piglins or whatever, you're able to give them gold ingots and be like, oh, they'll give you like random droppings. And sometimes like for speedrunners, it's really cool because you can just get a whole bunch of gold, right, and just give it to them because gold's kind of useless other than getting like golden apples and stuff. You can give so much gold, right, and eventually hopefully you get some ender pearls, and that's a quicker way to get ender pearls than like quicker and safer way to get ender pearls, because killing enderman takes a process. If you need like a looting sword, like sometimes you get like 16 ender pearls. It depends, like sometimes you just get lucky. So like in that aspect, it's cool. There's like a new aspect like to it, and like, oh yeah, let me go in there a couple times, but like you're not gonna go in there that much. At least for me, I don't go into the Nether that much, and even when I do, it's not like game changing. The Nether update was cool, but I think this Caves and Cliffs update, the 1.17 update, is a lot more beneficial because you're going to be using it all the time. You're going to be building most times in the overworld. So they had to start changing things in the overworld so that it was less repetitive from every single update. So this is why I was so excited for this update, why I'm actually doing a 1.17 like let's play kind of vibe, because there seems like there's a good amount into this update, and I'm just really excited for it. It's one of the only updates I've really been excited for, because all the other updates, they don't do that much in my opinion. I think this is one of the bigger updates, and this is why I think they're dividing it into two parts, One, so they can get they can keep the hype going. Obviously, marketing and things like that's important, but also because it's just they're doing quite a bit to it. I don't know all the details to what they're exactly doing, but I'm pretty sure they're going to be doing, a decent amount of stuff if they couldn't finish it within their designated time, which is good. They need to start adding new things to change the game to still feel like Minecraft, but to make it a little bit more not like modded, but like with the same concept and idea as what modded provides. Modded survival or modded Minecraft provides an extra step into playing different than what you had to do. Like, Minecraft doesn't have any kind of like really technology or anything like that. Like, you have redstone, but sometimes redstone's like difficult to like work with, and like it's been in the game for so long, people don't really build it unless you like have been doing it like for all this time. A lot of people don't bother to learn how to do redstone and things of that nature unless you actually put in the time and effort to do it, and you started it when it was like all the way back into whatever version. I don't know what version it was, but whatever version you started it then. So like that would be cool. That's awesome, but they don't have like text or magic or anything like that. That's way different, way out there, that most people have to try to learn and try to like come up with stuff. It's just one of those things where like they want to push this, they need to, at least at the very least, to push this narrative of a more like modded mindset, like changing the game. Like, it doesn't have to be crazy, but changing the game in ways where it will keep it interesting and keep you like entertained and keep you wanting to come back and play. Because once you get to a certain point in Minecraft and there's just nothing to do, that's it. You don't play anymore for whoever, like say like 5 months or whatever, and then you come back because there's another hype train and you do it all over again. They need to keep adding things that are going to make people genuinely like keep wanting to play over and over again. Why do I continue to play, this game over Minecraft? It's because not even just the updates, it's just how Minecraft is, that it's one of those things that since there's not that many updates and there's not that many crazy additions to the game, it's one of those things where it's like, okay, it gets repetitive, it gets crazy, that whole thing. So it really should be about making these small changes that are going to expand Minecraft beyond just this block game. You know what I mean? Like, keep the same concept, but have another little bit of a mindset of a modder who's trying to make something interesting and creative and different from just playing Minecraft normally. It needs to be, the game really has not changed that much from maybe 1.7 to now, other than the hitting thing, which a lot of people hated anyways. Like, we've gotten used to because it's been years, but other than the hitting situation, there has not been that much in 1.7 to now, basically, right? The only difference from like I think maybe 1.5 to like 1.6 or whatever is that they had added the hunger bar, the aqua, like the water breathing got like changed a little bit. Like, some of those things, they need to start doing more things like that, adding more ores to the game to make it, to be able to do more things with them. Like, they added copper in this game. I don't know what it is for yet, but I know in modded stuff, copper is super like valuable to like producing things and mechanisms or whatever, you know what I mean, or whatever it might be. So they need to start adding different things they can expand to make new things, so that people aren't just building and doing the same things over and over again. So now with this copper thing, who knows what you can make with it. Now I'm gonna have to research and look at it and figure out how to make stuff. Hopefully there's a good amount of depth in it so that I can do that. But if there's not, that's just gonna end up me being like, okay, whatever, I'm done. I got all the copper, got all the things I can get with copper, I'm done, and it's quick. Yeah, that's basically all I was really talking about. And then I found that village and blah blah blah, and we're like just scavenging and whatever. So there was really nothing that interesting. That's it for this episode. I told you guys it'd probably be relatively short, no more than like probably 15 minutes or whatever. Maybe it's a little bit over 15 minutes, but I said it's gonna be really, really short. We just went scavenging for things and got materials, and I got a little bit lost to try to find our base back, but we ended up getting it back. We were here. You can see my inventory of all the stuff that I collected. There's just a whole bunch of random things. Really, there's nothing really fancy that we got. It's a whole bunch of random things, whole bunch of things that you just need to normally get. Next episode, we'll, maybe build a farm. Maybe we'll, figure out what copper's for. I don't know yet. We're just going to do this like really short, sweet episodes, basically. I'm not trying to make it like a huge, long series unless it really becomes one and people really enjoy it. But yeah, that's basically it. That's all I really wanted to talk about. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you're new around here, make sure you subscribe, hit the like button, leave a comment down below about your favorite thing for 1.17 if you've actually experimented with it before. And other than that, I hope you all had a wonderful, fantastic day. And I'll see you guys all next time with the next episode, new video, whenever. I don't know. We'll see. But thank you guys so much for watching, and peace out.